When did you realize you were an artist?
Probably I'd say I was an artist since I was born. That's the thing that's always made my life from since I couldn't walk, started talking, everything, it was just my life from the word go, My mom knew this kid was just gonna be something else. Mischievous, artistic, creative. That's just me.
Could you tell me more about your work?
My work basically is more into music than anything else. My passion is music, of course. I'm not just into rap. I rap personally, but when it comes to making music, I'm doing all kinds of music, Right now we're working on dance tracks. We're trying to work on a bit of reggae. We're working on R&B, we're mixing it up, rock even, working with some new kids who play drums for rock music and shit. Like, my work is basically for the people, I make shit for the people, if you like it, I do it for you, it's a simple thing.
What inspires you? What are your muses?
What inspires me, I'd say, is to go beyond the barriers that people say they are, there is no barrier, that sky's the limit, that's bullshit, the sky ain't the limit, there is no limit at the end of the day. So what inspires me is to do stuff that people are gonna look back one day and say, wow, this guy definitely was just crazy, he was doing stuff that he really liked. So yeah, my inspiration is just me and the world at large.
How have you gotten your work exposed so far?
Wow, if I was to start saying names, man, we could spend the whole day, and probably I'd say there's a lot of good musicians out there, people bringing out some heavy shit, it's all good. And wow, it's good, like, I'm not gonna say names, there's too many.
Would you like to make this as your career, like a rapper, for example?
Probably since I came to Australia, I haven't got that much exposure because the market is more harder to make it in. You can't make it as in like own record label because basically I'm running my own shit. It's like it's my business. I'm not signed to any record label, so I'm trying to market myself at the same time, get exposure, which is kind of difficult because I just can't walk into like Triple J and say, hey man, this is my CD, can you play it, They want stuff that's already making waves before it gets to them. You understand what I mean, right? So they're looking at established artists that already have a name for themselves who are doing better music. And I'm walking in there as a new artist with no significant shit that I've done, and they're looking at me like, what the hell are you? So basically I'm looking at trying to get that buzz going first, which I'm not gonna tell you how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it, so that's something new. But the exposure, I got a plan for the next few months. Hopefully 2010 is gonna be my best year since I've been here. So yeah, 2010, man. Watch out for me.
What is the process of your work line from start to finish? What steps do you go through?
Professional rapper, probably I wouldn't say, I wouldn't mind, like, it'll be cool, I like it, but I'm more looking at being a producer, being into music, like working with musicians, engineering, you name it, dog. Like, of course, being a rapper is cool, everybody likes the fame, but I'm still thinking, like, do I really want to take this path, Like, so yeah, man, I wouldn't mind it, but if it's still got something to do with music and I'm still loving it, then, I'm open to do something, any day.
Tell us what separates you from other artists doing the same thing.
Well, I've got a diversified range of things that I do when I'm getting ideas and stuff. One thing that I usually do is I can either make the beat itself, then just sit down, get blazed a little, some inspiration, start thinking, my mind's on a different aspect at that time, and, I just start writing afterwards. Sometimes I write a chorus, I write a verse, then probably make the beat afterwards, or I just hear a song, I like it, I start messing around with it, Ideas come from anywhere, man. Watch a movie, you get ideas, music, you're walking down the street, you see a hot girl, that's a good idea, And make a song about a fly babe, it's one of those things, so that's how it starts off. But then at the end, it's all in the studio, recording, mixing, it takes a while, mastering tracks, but at the end of the day, it's all like monotonous work, mixing, sitting down, spending hours, just on a computer. But then the creative aspect is most probably at the beginning. It's fun at the beginning, but when you have to sit down and just listen to your song for like a million times, you know, like you start to feel like your song ain't good, you know, like you continuously listening to it. So, but if you know it's good, you know, you really don't give a shit. So, just like, come on, I'm gonna do this, give it to the people, Facebook, MySpace, you know, kind of thing. So.